All right, here's our third example of horizontally launched projectiles. A soccer ball is kicked horizontally at 15.8 meters per second off the roof of a house, and it lands 33.9 meters from the base of the house. Determine the height of the roof where it was kicked. Before solving the problem, draw a picture and label all givens on the picture. So I'm just going to draw a very simple house with a square roof. And here are the windows to the house, and here's a door. And the soccer ball is here. It's being kicked outwards at an initial horizontal velocity of 15.8 meters per second, and it goes into projectile motion, and it lands somewhere over here. This time we don't know how high the house is. But we know the range. We know that the soccer ball lands 33.9 meters away. Okay, so that's going to be our delta x. So we need to know how high the ball was when it was launched. Okay, so first we're going to find the falling time, but we're going to do it in a little bit different way. All right, we don't know how high the roof is, so we can't use the falling distance to find the time that it takes to get to this point, right? We've got to find the falling time some other way. Well, we know that it goes this far and that it's moving at this horizontal velocity. So let's use the horizontal direction to give us a clue about the time. Let's start here. Okay, it's going to go 33.9 meters. It's launched at 15.8 meters per second for some amount of time. And then remember, this is only kicked horizontally. It has no vertical velocity initially. And then as it moves horizontally, it moves at constant speed. So it's like, as it moves through the air, it's going to have this is going to be 15.8 meters per second the entire time, right? And just before it hits the ground, it's actually going to be moving at 15.8 meters per second as well, okay? So it's experiencing constant horizontal velocity. So it is not accelerating in the horizontal direction. Its horizontal acceleration is 0. So this is going to be 1/2 times 0 times t squared, which is all just going to go away. And we can simply find the time by dividing both sides by 15.8. So it's going to take 2.15 seconds to travel 33.9 meters at the rate of 15.8 meters per second. Okay, it's actually a pretty simple math problem. But now that we have the time, right, this is the time when the ball reaches the ground here. Now that we have the time, step 2, this is where we can find the height. So let's use this relationship. Okay, it's going to fall a certain height. The initial vertical velocity is going to be 0 because the ball was only kicked horizontally. That goes away. Half of the vertical acceleration multiplied by the time, 2.15 seconds squared, right? Got that from here. Okay, so it is going to fall 22.65 meters in this process, which means that the height of the roof is 22.65 meters above ground. So I wouldn't want to say that the roof height is negative 22.65, right? I'd have to be smarter than that and say that this roof height is 22.65, positive 22.65 meters.